Hello, my friends. Here are the three big stories for today. This is unbelievable. Breaking news. Trump must pay over $83 million in defamation damages, a jury rules. Okay, so what's going on here? So let's scroll down a little bit. Former President Donald Trump must pay writer E. Jean Carroll over $83 million in damages for repeatedly defaming her, a jury found on Friday. The award included $11 million in damages. Now, follow how it's structured. 11 million in damages for her reputation, 7.3 million in emotional harm and other damages, and $65 million in punitive damages. 65 million. And I thought, wow, what's that going to do to people who are supporting Trump? And then I thought, oh my gosh, why is my mind going there? Like, I'm not even thinking about this individual who deserves not to have harm done to her, but yet I'm here trying to explain the political context. And I, I thought, like, where did my humanity go? Uh, okay, so I took a step back and I thought, okay, I still need to describe what I think is going to happen. I don't think this is going to peel people off like you think it should. And it should peel people back off and make you go, the character of my president, is that a good or bad thing? Or how, right? They should be thinking through this, but I think it'll actually weld his supporters, the people that are already mostly supporting, it's going to glue them to Trump because they're going to feel like he's being politically persecuted. I'm not saying independents. Independents are going to peel off the other way. So this is going to positively affect him in the primary and negatively affect him in the general. That's my conclusion from this. And wow, this came out like a half hour ago. Second story, the Senate deal on the border in Ukraine, it was at risk of collapsing. So I read a number of articles here, and I want to flag this one paragraph. Right now, negotiators that have been working on trying to get that deal together actually have agreed on policy. I've been telling you, it's a process. They worked out the policy. All they have to do is figure out how much and then move it forward. They have agreed on policy, I'm told by familiar sources, but they haven't yet figured out the dollars, how much money goes to where. That's obviously a big problem, but the policy chunk is a huge breakthrough. So they were getting close before the fly in the ointment of Trump saying he doesn't want it to actually become a deal, but they were moving toward it. So the policy process is working out. Story number three, Ukrainian politician asks Zelensky to disclose war casualties, claims fewer than 100,000. Okay, so this is David Arkama. He is the head of the Servant of the People's Party. That's Zelensky's party. He's been known to say things that have been maybe blown out of proportion or maybe were a little inflammatory at times. But his rationale is interesting, but it solves one problem and creates another problem. So his argument is that if you tell people in Ukraine what the actual numbers are and it turns out to be less than 100,000, they'll breathe a bit of a sigh of relief, but you're also giving some data to the enemy that you don't necessarily want to give them. But let's say it was under 100,000. I don't know that that's the case or not, but that would be pretty significant when the Ministry of Defense estimates 380,600 Russian killed and wounded, and they're saying less than 100,000 Ukrainian. That sounds low to me, but I just don't know what it is. So that's what's come out. This was just today. He was asking for that, and we'll see what they choose to do. All right. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the subscribes, and thank you for being the kind of person that cares about Ukraine.